And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now on first down, rolling to his right. And incomplete to open things up. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, Jones trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Kelce, 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end Kelce was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is pulled in by a diamond Kelce. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jones now throwing on 4th down, eluding the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, I got the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Well, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the...
Just getting started.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Travis Kelsey, 70 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On 2nd and very short, Jones flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But Nick Bosa, so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Barkley. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Oh, man, it was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch. It's Najee Harris. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2nd down and goal. Jones, touchdown. Najee Harris from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jones on 1st down. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's another 1st down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Operating from the gun. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and that'll make it third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line
and across the goal line into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here to Barkley on the check down. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Jones. That's going to be caught by Moss. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports from the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 38. And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal. Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play. Here's Mostert. Oh, a good move. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are back within a score. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
touchdown. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Three quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jones. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Jones now. Throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry for Harris. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Jones on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen again. Forced out to his left. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. 33 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Well, now how about this return? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play. Find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
The Steeler defense proved on the case. They hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamar Chase there to make the grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe that 4th down.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deebo Samuel. 59 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Jones. Throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And now the rookie's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He will find his man Chase complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Keith Smith. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. On first down, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Flush to his right. First down and much more here for Jones. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? This is Smith. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Keith Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones now. A final shot before break. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Bulldozes past him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 22. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A strong running. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run here with Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Second and 11 now. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete.
Do what we do.
And
Do what we
into
do.
the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second down and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jones on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris down to the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That's complete to Chase. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Jones. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Off play action. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Henry running right. Trucks over him. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and
he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Hill. And he returns this to the 22.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Jones. Flush to his right. Jones hit and the ball's held. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.